Hey guys, Insomnia here with Furry Hippo Gaming. Many of you asked the same question: how do I play AFK Arena on my PC? The answer is Bluestacks, the fastest emulator on the market. There's a couple things that we really want to focus on when looking at Bluestacks, especially with Bluestacks 5, which is coming out very soon, the optimal RAM storage. Latest tests show that 20% reduction for 3 instances simultaneously when compared to other versions. So it is going to use less of your PC when you go ahead and run multiple instances. It does offer fast boot times. It boots 2 times faster than other emulators. If you're anything like me, I cannot wait to get into the action, really play the game. And if you have to wait through loading screens, if it does take a considerable amount of time to load, it can be very discouraging. The frame rate in these games with the emulators, I was worried about it when I started playing, but it is absolutely phenomenal. Dynamic frame rate, you can actually set the frame rate for the refresh rate. So if you're used to running 60, you can actually turn it on a dynamic frame rate, allowing you to refresh much faster, meaning that you are not going to see declines or degrading of the system, and it will keep a seamless gaming experience across multiple instances and across multiple platforms. So a lot of people might be asking, what is multiple instance gaming? So you can actually create multiple Bluestacks, so multiple instances of Bluestacks. That way you can play games actually simultaneously. It is improved resource utilization across them with an eco mode that they do offer within Bluestacks itself. It is possible to create more instances than we have ever seen in previous versions of Bluestacks, and it has one click, that is right, very simple, one-click access to multiple instances within Bluestacks itself. Some of the things that I absolutely love with AFK Arena: one, I can stream it seamlessly. The picture is phenomenal. I can do screenshots, so if there's a very important part that happens in the game itself, I can actually capture the screenshot just with the click of a button. And also the game controls. This is where it can get a little bit tricky. Bluestacks has actually built-in game controls. I can utilize the mouse, I can utilize the keyboard, I can utilize what I need to play to the best of my ability, whether it's point and click with the mouse or whether it is hotkeys. You can also use spell clicking just like we do around with our mouse, so we can actually click when we want to go ahead and use some of our skills, or you can set buttons to actually do that for you. Some of the other big enhancements is macros. You can create your own macros to run very basic functions in the game while you're busy conquering kingdoms and other games, running multiple instances. It can go ahead and run macros for you. You can make your own macros. You can do pre-made macros that are actually already built into Bluestacks themselves. It does offer re-rolling. With gacha games, RPGs, often re-rolling is a very important part of the game. Running multiple instances, re-rolling on different accounts, you can make a very tedious process much easier, much manageable, and much more time efficient. The eco mode we mentioned a little bit ago. Running the eco mode reduces the computer processing time and lowers the PC resources. One-click activation for the eco mode. You can actually set what frame rate you want the eco mode to run at, which again can save a lot of the PC resources depending on what you're running. And the big thing that I love is the multi-instance sync. You can replicate actions in one instance to another instance. So essentially, if I'm running 4 versions of the same game and I want it to do the same thing in 4 games, you do have the option to do that, which again, when it comes to time, when it comes to gacha games, idle games, it is very important to get progression finished across multiple accounts in the most time efficient that you can. So it really does give you the ability to progress faster with replication. So if you're like me and you love to play mobile games on the PC, Bluestacks is the only emulator you need. It has super fast performance, faster boot times, multi-instance gaming, and so many more features. And this is how I bring the streaming to you every single time, to my subscribers on YouTube, to my followers on Twitch. Bluestacks is where it's at, guys. It is the only emulator that you need to run all of your games. There are over 500 million gamers using Bluestacks and counting every single day. Bluestacks 5 is the fastest, most complex system that they've ran for emulators. So click on the link below. It'll take you to Bluestacks. Download it today. If you want to join me in AFK Arena, feel free. So let's take a quick look at AFK Arena. We've made a lot of progression here. Again, through Bluestacks, it is very, very easy to actually go through, play the game. It does have key controls which you can set up. So even when we go through here, we can automatically do our macros through our different heroes using our function keys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will use the abilities of the heroes we see on the bottom. That way you actually don't have to run it on auto, especially if you're running it on a 4x speed. You don't have to run this on auto. You can actually change it with hotkeys that are bound right to the keyboard. Like I said before, you can do screen captures, you can run it multi-instance, you can run it so many different ways when it comes to this game, and it is absolutely phenomenal. The display on here is much, much larger than a phone or a tablet, which is very nice to use as well. That is the reason when I started using Bluestacks, it was the only emulator that I got addicted to. I downloaded a couple of them. I tried several of them. Unfortunately, none of them really fit the needs that I was looking for. So this was the one. Once I downloaded Bluestacks way back in the day, years ago, the first version of Bluestacks, it was the only one that I've needed, and it is absolutely amazing. With, again, Bluestacks 5 with the super fast performance, faster boot times, multiple instance, and many more features, it is the only emulator that you do need. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.